I was chasing the story along with my producing partner. We were chasing the story because it was just so amazing. You know, it involves 3 African-American female protagonists who are not going away for the weekend, but they actually were scientists, they were engineers, they were mathematicians. And that was so inspiring. The idea that this involved space, the idea that this involved NASA, and it involved Hampton Roads, Virginia, where I'm from. It was like, we had to do it, you know? So for me, chasing this story along with Donna and Turner Entertainment and Fox, and them all saying, okay, you guys come on, and you know, they made me a producer. It was an incredible feeling. Running is it's one of those things when I was just trying to see what it must have been like as a woman living in the 1960s, the matrix of the 1960s, where the physics were obviously different for African Americans. The gravity was much heavier for my culture, and twice as heavy for African American women. So that song was about what it must have been like to work under those crazy conditions, and still do your job correctly, and just want something to be fair, or want the ether to be fair to you. Well, we knew that it was the early 1960s, so it was the 1960s Matrix. And when you think about that from the perspective of an African American and female African American, the chord structures and chord progressions are not going to be Anglo or Euro. It's going to be something with a lot of soul. That was what we put into the stew of the score, you know, the intention of trying to make sure we were mirroring and paralleling what they must have been feeling was like the number one premise for us.